Hello, and thank you for watching Accelerate with Nerdio. In this video, I'm going to walk you through setting up data mirroring in the Nerdio admin portal. Also, please don't forget to check the comments section for any relevant articles or updates. So our agenda today is we're going to first discuss what is data mirroring, at least when it comes to the Nerdio admin portal. 2, we'll go through a demo of setting it up. And then finally, I'll show you where you can check some logs around this feature. So what are the prerequisites for this? Well, you're going to have a source where the data lives, right, that you're going to mirror to the new environment. So you need connectivity to that source, authentication to that source, and at least the gateway or IP information that gets us to that source. In some cases, when we think about connectivity, you might have a VPN that's going to lead you back to the source. Maybe it's a SAN or server. And again, domain level authentication and then that IP info to get us there. So let's dive into the portal and take a look at the feature. So from the home page, we'll go to Onboard, Data Mirroring. And the first thing we're going to do is set up a source, right? So this is the location of the current data. I can see that I have one here, DC01. I've got my IP. I can see the drives that are available. If I want to create a new one, I would click Add Source and fill out the same information, right? So we would call it source. We would put in the IP address, some level of authentication. We can test that authentication to make sure we can talk to that source, and then we would save it. And then again, that will show up as we have here as a source. And so now I can create a job relative to that source. So I would click Add Job. And now it's going to take a moment and it's going to see, because I could have multiple sources depending on the project. And so this will just refresh and give me access to any latest sources. And so, I see that I've got just the one source that we configured, DC01. So let's call this Mirror Job. We choose our source. Under Drive, it's going to show any available shares that that user I authenticated with has access to. So that was a domain admin that I used previously. I can see the root shares, and I can see there's the standard net logon and sysvolume share that you would see. So we'll just use net login for an example. And then if there's a subfolder under netlogin that I want to start my copy or my mirroring from, I can type that here. Let's just call it marketing. We'll have a pretend departmental folder that lives under that share. And now our destination can be one of the machines in the new environment that you've provisioned in Azure. Let's use FS01. And then I'm going to need to place it somewhere on that server. So let's go ahead and we'll put it into the public folder. And then I'm going to name that subfolder that it's going to build or mirror that data into. So we called it, or the source was called marketing. It's going to call the new destination marketing as well. I can choose how often this runs and at what time. So maybe I want this to happen overnight so it has minimal impact on the users. So we'll say 1 a.m. I'm going to do it every day, but I could choose every other day depending on how much I want to spread this out. And I'm going to go ahead and, let's say, start the first run on Friday night. So now I've created a runtime, a frequency, and a start of the event. And now I'm going to enable it. And so when I hit save, it's going to start to prepare this job. We'll see that it's letting me know what's happening. I'm going to hit OK here. We'll give the screen a chance to refresh. And it's in the process of creating the job, which means it'll show up here in just a moment. But if we look at this current job that we had previously, we can see the source, which is up here. We can see the destination from that source. We can see where it's going. We can see the schedule. And if this is run, we can actually download logs to confirm that everything's working as expected. So if I hit download logs, it will trigger a job to bring those logs into visibility, and those logs will let me know if there were any errors, if there were any files skipped. And so the thing I'll kind of add is this is running Robocopy underneath. So if you're familiar with Robocopy, if you're familiar with some of its capabilities, then this should work great for you. As always, please visit us at help.nerdio.net, and if you have any questions, please check out the relevant articles in the comments section. I appreciate you joining today's video. Have a great day.